courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway, Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. On first down, Flacco. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now they'll audible to something else. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down. The Bucs at 0-15, winless on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels. Because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll keep it on the ground. Tucker, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. When you look at this Saints defense, they're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Flacco. A quick pass here to Godwin. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 26. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Now a 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Running here with White. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start, because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
On play action, here's Tua. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Chris Olave. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Saints have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to the self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups who check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Flacco. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Two more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Flacco.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to pass. Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Tua now on 1st down. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. Like, my dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about Young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stops right there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They start the drive with White. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And his throw here is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Flacco.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Saints don't have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
At the Bucs 35-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now Tua. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point forthcoming. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
They run straight ahead here with White. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flacco looks to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Passing play, Flacco.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked him.
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Tua.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
All right. Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Juwan Johnson.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Saints add 6 to their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
21, Buccaneers 3.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10. as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To pass, Flacco. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, 39 yards. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it makes the score 21-10. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua sets up to pass it. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point safely through, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Buccaneers 10.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And from the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Now Flacco. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Flacco. He's going to try and go deep again. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half, as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's got this to the rookie, Rashee Rice. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Rashee Rice with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Saints 35, Buccaneers 17.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Flacco. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Flacco. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Tua now on first down. Little short pass here to Hill. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On second down, Kamara. And a short gain down to about the 33.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On play action, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Complete to Olave on the out route. And the
the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it first and goal.
3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. From the 2 now, second and goal. Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And now the rookie's free. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And the pitch goes to Miller. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Fighting to the ball carrier there was Carlton Davis, and he finishes that play off. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Number 2, ice jab. Ice jab. Number 2, ice jab. Out.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Oh, and a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kendre Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Now it's Flacco. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to pass. Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Kalijah Kancey with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it. One
of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. A quick throw there is incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. they'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Paulson Adebo up to make the stop.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And they take a knee.
I can't believe what I watched. Now! 180! 180, we're good, we're good! That's it.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Monday, down!
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance